got Metal Gear Solid 3, greatest game ever made.
No.
Yes. Versus Shenmue.
Well, I never played Shenmue, so again we're on a bad start. I mean, I was relatively young when I had a Dreamcast, so that game just didn't appeal to me. You know, I had games like that game where you play the toy cars that shoot each other. It was kind of like Twisted Metal, but for kids. Yeah, I had Incoming, where you're some kind of ship or something shooting things, and the Berserk game for the show Berserk. That was my favorite game on it. You know, I had games like that. I didn't get too many games, actually, for that system. I thought that system wasn't that good. And then I find out later it had this cult following, and I was like, wow, I guess I was just buying the wrong games. I don't know. That's summing up why, you know, I didn't spend much time at all with my Dreamcast. I never played Shenmue. So
it's one of those cult classic games that, yeah, doesn't look very appealing to me, but forklift racing, all right.
Metal Gear Solid 3, that was, that generation, I had the Xbox first. Then I got the GameCube and PS2 the same night. So I got Metal Gear Solid 3 when it came out just because the critics went so nuts over it. That was back when I was like, oh shit, IGN said this, better go buy it.
That's right.
So, but then I never played it until like a year later. I sat down and there was two specific games. Oh no, it's three. There was God of War, Metal Gear Solid 3, and Devil May Cry 3. I had bought all those based on the reviews and then never played them. And I forced myself through all three, except Devil May Cry 3 because it got way too hard and I never finished it. And I did like Metal Gear Solid 3 a lot, and I didn't really like the first two. Like, the first one was okay, I thought, and then the second one, I quit playing when I reached that boss who was riding around on roller skates. Part 3 probably was able to draw me in better because I liked the art direction for it better and the kind of 70s atmosphere and all that. And it was pretty cool. It wasn't as goofy. I mean, it had its goofy moments, but it wasn't as goofy. Like, a lot of the other Metal Gear Solid games are a little too goofy Japanese. The fourth one I hate. I think it's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
So, but I like the third.
First act made me quit the game.
Yeah, I like the third one. It's a weird game where, like, a lot of why I like it isn't the basic gameplay. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of the gameplay itself. I really like, you know, that it told this story and it was very cinematic. It was very ahead of its time in that aspect, I thought. But all that said, I don't know if I could ever play through that game again.
I've played through it 3 or 4 times.
Oh, that's you. That's not me.
I haven't played it in a while, though. That's a game I'd like to go play again.
I remember it being agonizing to get through at some point. I think I really hated the part where you're fighting that sniper boss who's hiding and you have to find him.
Jesus Christ, man. That's like one of the best boss fights of all time.
I didn't like it.
It's so good.
Now, Metal Gear Solid 3 has a decent chance to take the tournament. I mean, if you just want a more exciting tournament, it's the game you want to go on. But a lot of people don't. They just want, you know, they're just really concerned that their precious game wins. So they're like, oh, let's make this game win. That way the next matchup will be easy for my coveted game. And it's like, what the hell is that shit? You know, it's just for fun. It doesn't really mean anything what game wins. So why not make it more fun? Pick the better game, so you got 2 great games against each other.
Yeah, and just
instead of shit.
A little more, I don't know, excitement of any kind. Just discussion just isn't really there.
Yeah.
You look back at some of the thread, like, you know, there were some really several pages long battles of just back and forth, and largely you yourself are probably responsible for launching a lot of that by being, you know, an asshole.
Yeah, you need a few assholes on the forum. I mean, right now all they've got is Nocturnal Avenger, and let me tell you something, that forum needs a better class of asshole. He's
doing his best, but there's only so much one man can do.
He may be what the forum deserves, but he's not what the forum needs right now.
at this point, I don't know. I'm not sure at what point there's like a grace, or it's been long enough to like, hey, Randy can come back now. I don't know. Like there's two individuals that are just really set on having a very dull forum.
Oh yeah, they love it. I mean, the kind of people who it's like they check it maybe twice a week, so they really enjoy this slow pace, which to them is a fast pace.
Yes.
They got lives to live, and they don't even play video games. That's like they got all these people on there who don't even play video games. Like some of these forum contributors, do they even vote on these fucking battles?
All right. VGMs really.
Yeah, VGMs. I mean, I guess I'd like to see what comes out on top in the end, but I mean, the way it's been going, it's kind of scary. Most of the games in this tournament right now are stupid. That's my opinion. I think they're stupid. Because no one realized I mastered the art of backfiring the backfire. In other words, I did get the result I wanted.
Did you?
Because I used reverse psychology on everyone.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't know it. By the way, if you feel like adding this into the thing, they should know that Max Payne 3 is amazing, and they're idiots if they don't agree.
I think people need to know that.
They do need to know that.
So to everyone that has clearly missed Randy dearly, hope you enjoyed this special occasion where you get to hear from him once more. You can permaban him from the forum, but you can't silence him.
No, you can't. Holy shit. I just went into that Jagged Alliance 2 versus Super Mario Galaxy 2 one. That picture of the animated Peach, that is hot.